Pensacola police arrested this 31-year-old man in a stolen vehicle Wednesday. He claimed to be a Florida State University student, but now has been identified as murder suspect Ted Bundy.
I got the information that the car was stolen from near the sorority house in Tallahassee, so we started thinking, could there be a connection? So I ordered Ted Bundy's return from Pensacola, and I opened the door for him to take him out of the vehicle. I put my hand on his bicep, and I squeezed. And I said, "You're at the Leon County Jail. I'm Sheriff Ken Katsaris, and you're not going anywhere."
Ted Bundy was on the FBI's 10 most wanted list when he was pulled over in Pensacola, and he was in a Volkswagen. This happened to be a stolen Volkswagen, which is what got him arrested.
There was no doubt that when he was arrested, he was fearful of what was coming. We had strong belief that he had committed these sorority sister murders, but we were worried because we had no physical evidence. We had circumstantial evidence. We had Ted Bundy, a man who is thought to have been a murderer, happens to be in town when somebody is murdered. Now, go to court with that and see what you're going to get. So we had to have physical evidence. That was it. And the evidence in this case was the bite mark. It was a bite, a withdrawal, opened the mouth even wider, and came back with a vengeance. He signed this body. He bit hard twice to leave that signature. That's me. I did this. I was trying to figure out how to get a bite impression without telling him. Because obviously when I told him, even if I took him immediately, he could slam his teeth up against the cell door coming out and cause an anomaly that would not match. So I went to his cell and I said, "You're coming with me." He wanted to know, "Where are we going? What is this? What's this all about?" I said, "You'll find out soon enough." We arrive at this building, no labels or anything that he could see. We went around back. Up the staircase were big framed photographs. And he saw all this photography and he started laughing. I said, "What's so funny, Ted?" He said, "I know why we're here. You're going to take me up to the studio and then you're going to photograph you and me and you're going to have photos." "Really?" I said, "You're a smart man." Up the stairway we go and these doors swing open. And here are the three men with their white medical smocks on. Behind them is a dental chair. And he started screaming for his attorney.
Bundy is yelling and screaming the entire time. I saw the part of Mr. Bundy that wasn't cool. "My name is Richard Souviron. I'm a forensic dentist." I said, "I'm going to put this tray in your mouth." I said, "Now you're not going to bite me, are you, Mr. Bundy?" And he said, "No, I'm a very nonviolent person." So everybody laughed, of course. And that was his attitude of, ha, 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 this is fun and games. He had no idea what was going to happen.
And he leaned back in the chair and opened his mouth. We had evidence. We thought the whole case may be riding on the forensic odontology.
Forensic dentist Richard Souviron said the bite marks on Lisa Levy were like fingerprints and pointed to Ted Bundy's mouth as the source.
I was able to do a comparison between Mr. Bundy's teeth and the life-size bite mark on the buttocks of Lisa Levy. The bite came in this direction, so when he bit down, his lower teeth made the mark here. Then he turned and bit a second time this way, so there's a double bite here and here. But the bottom line was these marks right here, marks by upper teeth. This, more likely than not, would indicate sharp edges on teeth, either chips or breaks, and they're literally a scrape mark. So when you bite down, there's movement, dynamics. That's key. That would lock it in because you put the whole picture together. Now you've got something. Whoever made this mark in the skin, in the flesh, had crooked teeth. If you use an acetate, it's clear, and if you take that and lay it down over the bite, the two lower front teeth line up, the side tooth lines up, then he rotates, everything fits.
Can you tell us within a reasonable degree of dental certainty if those teeth made the marks on those photographs?
Yes, sir.
And what is that opinion, sir?
They made the marks.
I think he realized the jig was up. He never thought that he left physical evidence. And he's never heard physical evidence being presented about him. So I was just glad. I was relieved.
Just 6.5 hours after Judge Edward Coward handed the case to the jury, the panel returns with a verdict. Ted Bundy is guilty of all 7 counts of murder, attempted murder, and burglary. There was no real reaction. He didn't yell, he didn't scream. He just took it.
Made me sick. You realize you've been a friend to somebody and he's murdered a bunch of women while you were eating dinner at his house and having parties, and your conscience hits you.